trucks on the road. It's the weekend. A lot of guys like their weekend, so they go home on the weekend. Honestly, I like driving at night and over the weekend when there's less trucks on the road, less people to worry about, less of those new drivers to have to watch out for around me. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about is being over the road or an on the road truck driver worth it? Everyone's different. It's not for everyone, but it is a very cool gig if you're the type of person to be away for a while, kind of be on your own, because it is a lonely gig unless you're a team driver. But if you're okay with being alone and being away from home for 5 days or 2 weeks or whichever way you choose it, because there is different ways to do it. Like the way I am on the road is I'm gone all week, but I don't leave the province because I'm in Canada, so I don't leave the province. I'm gone for 5-6 days and then I'm home for 36 hours. So the way we have it is our hours of service is 70 hour cycle a week. We have 16-hour workday shift and 13 hours driving, 14 hours on duty. We have to take a mandatory 2-hour break, obviously, and 8 hours to reset that, so an 8-hour sleep every day. So that's how I do it. I'm on the road, but I still get time at home. It's not as bad for me because I get to drive by my brother all the time. He drives for the company I drive for, which is a family-owned business my uncle owns. And we contract for other companies, so we pull their trailers. But yeah, like it's not for everyone, but I love it. I'm gonna drive until I retire. That's something I want to do. My younger brother already said he wants to go back to school at some point, and that's fine. That's better for him. He can go find something else that he really wants to do. But I've always wanted to be a trucker. My mind's changed a couple times, but being a trucker was always in the back of my head, and I just never thought I'd be able to do it because it's not cheap to do it. It's $10,000 to get your license. I've been on the road for 2 years now. I maintain a stable relationship. I have a girlfriend of 6 years now, which I love dearly. And yeah, it's a hard gig for sure. Like you're on the road away from family. That's probably the biggest downside to it, is being away from your family. But if you can get past that, it's truly an amazing gig. And you do have social media, you do have a phone now, so you can FaceTime, you can call. On my route, I pretty much don't have service most of the time. It's Canada, for some reason, on their Trans-Canada highways, they don't have service in most of the spots. But yeah, for other places like other drivers who drive locally or in town or regionally and stuff like that, they have their phone. They can always call and they can always be on the phone with someone and have conversations. But I'm completely fine with being alone and not talking to anyone, being in my head. That's just something that I've learned to do and I'm okay with. I'm kind of an introvert in a way. It's really hard for me to even make videos like this, but I'm doing my best to get better for you guys. I really do want to document my journey for you guys. But is being an on-the-road truck driver worth it? In my opinion, driving in 2 years, yeah, I think it is worth it. I make really good money. I make more than double than what I was making working at Canadian Tire 2.5 years ago before I got my license. I was working Monday to Friday, Canadian Tire, 8 to 5 o'clock. I had a lot more customers on my mind, and a lot more customers who were rude to me all the time, so I was always in a bad mood. So I was a service advisor, so I was dealing with their cars, so it was a little more relatable. I was making good money for working at Canadian Tire. All the other people there were making less money than me, other than the service advisors in my department. But I'm making more than double about to be 22-year-old. I think that's really good. That's amazing. Like, I split rent with my girlfriend, but even if I didn't split rent with her, I'd be able to pay rent and still have money to myself and do that. So from a financial point, trucking is a very good decision if you do it properly. If you don't go home every day, like my younger brother makes less money than me most of the time because he likes to be with his friends. He likes to party sometimes and all that. I don't ever party. I don't ever do any of that. I work, go home, relax, hang out with the girlfriend, hang out with my dog, and get the truck ready and get back on the road. That's just what I like to do. One day I want to have my own business. I want to have not a massive business, but something small like my uncle has, like 5-6 trucks, a couple people working for me, so I could take time off, go on vacation, and not have to worry about payments and stuff like that. But yeah, ultimately I want to work for a long time and I want to drive. It's just something that I really love doing. I honestly hope I can, from my content, I can inspire more young people, more people my age to get into trucking. Because it's awesome. I've been nothing but happy doing this job. And I'm in an old truck. It breaks down sometimes, and I'm still happy. And it honestly makes me happy when it breaks down. Not when I can't get off the road, which never has happened to me, knock on wood. But I've been able to fix most of the stuff without having to get the boss or the mechanic to come out and help me. And I love it. I love getting my hands dirty. I love all that. It's a really fun gig for sure. If you've ever wanted to get into trucking and you haven't because you don't want to get judged by other people, like, oh, you're a trucker, oh, you didn't finish high school, blah, 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 don't listen to them. I have more people that are happy for me being a trucker. I get more older people talking to me about my age, how I got into it, why I got into it, all that, which I will make another video one day soon about how I got into trucking. And yeah, I just want to show people how much trucking, like how awesome trucking is, and the benefits that come out of it. There is some downsides, but there's a lot of benefits to it, and it's honestly, if you can wrap your head around those downsides, it's a really fun gig. You see beautiful scenery. You meet a lot of cool people over the road. You see a lot of cool things. You see a lot of bad things as well. But I've pulled over. I've helped a couple truckers out that were in a no service zone. I've pulled over and I've gotten phone numbers from their dispatch and their loved ones, and I got to service and I called them and said, look, hey, if you're trying to get a hold of them, they don't have service, they're broken down, this is where they are, and they got help sent to them. And that was just awesome, getting a text message from them the next day, getting a thank you. It's really great. It's a really, really fun gig, honestly. And you can do anything. You can be a local hauler, you can drive with a dry van, a reefer, and you just drive from location to location back up to a dock and then they unload you. Or you can go and you can drive fuel where you have to get out and you have to offload with a pump. You have to offload the fuel at different gas stations and fuel stations. Or you can do something like I do. It's just a dry bulk cement tanker. So it's a pneumatic air tanker. So I connect an air blower to it, which makes hot air. Pressurizes my trailer. And once the trailer is pressurized to the right pressure, I open my product valve and I put pressure to my line, and then I offload the trailer and I supply cement to the mines, which they make mine shafts. I also go to another place who pumps them into cement trucks, and they make concrete driveways and stuff. And yeah, like, it's truly a really fun gig, really fun. And in my opinion, being an on-the-road driver is definitely worth it. If you want to see more content, if you want to see my views, if you want to see live streams, if you want to just see offloads, getting loaded, curious about me, please don't hesitate to subscribe and put the notifications on to all. And please like and comment on this video. Thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a great day.